girls and Ashton. Can anyone remind me of what we did yesterday? Alex?
We played dominoes.
You played dominoes, and we...
Got to meet an author.
You got to meet an author. What was the author's name? He was a guy, yeah, it was about playing basketball. His name was Scott Nosabel. Okay, and he wrote a book called Field House. Do you remember who he played basketball for, Emmy?
The Kansas Jayhawks.
For the Jayhawks. Okay, Alex, was it really easy for him to get on the basketball team for the Jayhawks?
No.
No. Okay, so his book wasn't just about playing basketball, but it was also about how hard he had to work in order to get to play for the team he wanted to. It was about his dream, right? Okay. Then we played dominoes for a little bit because we had some extra time. We learned a new word of the day, and it was twilight. Please sit on your bottom. Thank you. It was twilight. Can anyone remind me what twilight means? It's a time of day. Do you remember what time of day it was?
No.
Try again. Alex?
Afternoon.
You want to try? Okay, let's use our sentence from last time. It was the fireflies come out at twilight. Now do you remember? Alex?
Nighttime.
Nighttime. Not really. Is it really, really dark at twilight, Amy? Think about when the fireflies come out. Is it usually really, really dark outside yet? No. We decided that our definition was that it's like that gray time right before dark, right?
Savannah,
Yes.
and at the ball game, our last ball game, the fireflies came out very early.
Yep, you're right. Okay, so they come out right at twilight. So today we are going to learn a new word of the day. Last time we also read some more about JJ and those crazy little chickens, right? I had hoped to get it finished last time. Please sit on your bottom. I had hoped to get it finished last time, but we didn't quite get there, right? So we're going to hopefully finish it up today and then start into our new book because we want to get it done too, okay? Can you remind me what happened with JJ and the chickens last time? Emmy?
They had to take care of 3 chickens instead of 2, and Sugar was a good chicken and the rest weren't.
The rest weren't, meaning they were...
Like, Sugar was a good chicken, and Sweetie and Pop.
Dirt, Sweetie and Dirt and
Sweetie and Dirt and
Mush.
Mush are all bad chickens.
Okay, it ended up that they were working with Vince the Funnel, huh? Okay, Vince has 2 goals. One, he doesn't want to have what done?
Tubes.
He doesn't want to have tubes put in his ears. What else does he not want to have to do?
Not have to kill the chickens and get blamed on. Sorry.
You're right, right? Okay, he's going to kill the chickens and blame it on who? Do you remember the good dog's name?
JJ.
Emmeline. Warning number 2. JJ. JJ's the good dog's name, right? And JJ, before he retired, was a what? Alex?
A police dog?
He was a police dog. Most specifically what? Do you remember specifically what kind of police dog? A detective. He was a detective. Okay, so our new word for today is presume. Can anyone tell me what presume means? What do you think it means? Anyone?
We made it at the library, like you and Kyle made it at the library.
No, presume, if I was going to say that I presumed everyone was going to meet at 2. But they ended up meeting at 3. Okay? What do you think it would mean?
That he did not really know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay? Deciding or presuming something means that you decide something without knowing. Sound like a good definition? To decide without
No,
knowing.
I said no.
All right. Ashton, can you think of a sentence then that would use presume?
I presumed my first time looking at a house.
You presumed who was looking at a house? I just didn't hear you, honey. You gotta talk louder.
Moving in a house.
You presumed you'd be moving into a house? Okay. Alex, can you help him?
I presume that people eat breakfast.
Okay, so let's talk about why Alex's sentence is a good one. Do you know for sure that everyone eats breakfast?
No.
No. Okay. Is it usually a fairly safe thing to decide? Yeah. Right? Okay, so I presume that everybody
Eats breakfast. It took up the whole entire
it did. It took the whole tire. Okay. And then along with, goodness gracious, along with it being our vocabulary bus, we're singing Wheels on the Bus, right? Except we're using our vocabulary words, okay? So, except it's new words. Remember, it's the word of the day is,
Presume.
okay, so the word of the day is presume. Presume, 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 presume. The word of the day is presume, presume, presume. Presume is the word of the day. Good job. Okay, and then our definition for presume is to decide without knowing, decide without knowing. Can you join me? Decide without knowing. Our definition for presume is to decide without knowing. To decide without knowing is to presume, right? Very good. Okay, we are going to do another story sequencing. You remember doing these from last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun.
You want to scoot on over?
Scooting left.
Scoot on over so that you can, you are, sit. Okay? All right, you can scoot in closer so you can see. Scoot in so you can see. Okay, we're going to do this just like we did last time. Okay, we're going to take turns reading it, and then, because we're going to read, just a minute please. We're going to read through once for decoding, right? And then we're going to read through once for comprehension, okay? Kind of like we've been doing with our right foot books, okay? So, follow along as I point. Are we ready? I am a good cook. Emmy? First,
I to the level.
try again. First I took
First, I took the cookbook off the shelf.
very good. Alex.
Then I shook the mix and stirred it.
Very nice. Up straight and tall.
I let it cook in the
Oven, very good. Okay. Then I looked in the oven.
I
Okay, so then all together, guys. Up here where you can see. I am a good cook. First, I took the cookbook off the shelf. Can you see? Then I shook the mix and stirred it. Next, I let it cook in the oven. Then I looked in the oven. I took out, Emmy, are you going to read with us? The cookies. They looked so good. Okay. Ashton, can you tell me which of those you think came first? Cookbook. Why do we know that the cookbook came first? Emmy?
Because she took off the cookbook off the shelf.
Very
First.
nice. Okay. Emmeline,
Yeah.
which one comes next? Okay. She picked the picture of her stirring it. Alex, why do you think the stirring comes next? Can you sit back, please, ma'am?
It's because it,
Show me in the text where it shows that.
next then I shook the mix and stirred it.
Okay. Which one then comes next, Alex? Those two.
Alex, why do you
She's already stirring it, so she's had it in the cookbook, or she's gotten the cookbook down, and now she is stirring it. Okay. And she picked the oven. Do you agree with her, Ashton? Why do we know that the oven comes next? Show me in the text. Whoa. That's okay. Can you show me in the text where the oven comes next? Where to here, to the stirring it.
Next, I let it cook.
Very good. And you cook things in the 226 in the oven. Okay. All right, so then is that our last picture? Do you agree? Okay. Emmy, do you agree with him that the cookies are the last one?
Uh-huh.
All right. And why do you agree with that? Just tell me from the story why you agree with that.
Because first she took the book off the shelf and then she see what she needed to make the batter, and then she put the batter in little circles, and then she put them in the oven, and then she put them on a pan, and she put them in the oven and let them cook
Okay.
until the time, as long as it set, and then she took them out and might have ate them.
Okay, can anyone else tell me from listening to Emmy, you think she's made cookies before? Mm-hmm. She added some details. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Is she reading between the lines? Is she looking into the text? Those are things we've been talking about, right? Okay. Ashton, can you make a prediction what you think would happen next in this story? She's got hot, fresh cookies sitting right in front of her, and they look so good. What do you think is going to happen next? Ashton, you think she's going to eat them? I think I'd eat some. Is she going to eat the whole batch by herself?
No.
What would you do if it was you?
I would, if I had 6,
Go ahead.
if I had 6 and 3 other people were here, like Ash and Alex and Lena,
Uh-huh.
and I was here too, I would give them each one whole cookie, and then I would split the other 2 in half, and they would get 1 and a half.
Okay. How about you? What would you do with the cookies if they were
I
yours?
would like save them until they cool off, eat one. Then, if I have friends coming over, I'll give one to them.
So you'd share them too? How about you? Would you share them?
If I had 4 people, I'll give one of them 2 and the other 2, and I'll give 2.
All would work, except then you need 8 cookies, and there's only 6 on that sheet.
But he said if there was 2, so.
Oh, I see what you mean. You're right. Yep. All right. All right, good comprehension activity. Okay, we are going to go ahead and split down into stations. Stations today, we are going to do dominoes. We got it all fixed. And then you're going to read with me. You will go ahead and...
I know this. Okay.
It is Emmy's turn first, so if you want to go get your Right Fit book out, Ashton, why don't you scoot on over? Okay, this is your draw. I already counted out your 10s. Okay,
But how about mine then?
this is your draw pie. If you can go ahead and get them laid out like we did last time, right? Okay,
And we only pick 10.
and you only have to pick up to 10, but it shouldn't be a problem today. Okay, so
Do
the
about 1 each.
no, excuse me. You need to be listening so that you understand how to play this also. Okay. Okay, so you have your 10, and you'll get them all laid out. The first words are, get up there so you can see them. Soon
Two.
and 2. Okay, so do either you have soon or 2? You should.
Not. I helped her.
That's fine. Okay, then you can go off of 2 or of soon. Match them. Good job, because they got to match, right? You match soon to soon and 2 to 2.
Just like set it up because it has.
I know. It's okay. All right, so now you're looking for 2 or what? And it's Alex's turn. Emmeline, come read to me, and then when I switch you, you will jump in and you can play. Okay? All right, go ahead and read for me.
What did I
Read, let's sound it out. We're going to act like a big kid, right? Okay? Because you are a big kid. Are you all right? Okay. But we want to act like the big 5-year-old we are, right? Headed into 1st grade already. Okay. Sound it out. What? Okay, let's break it down. Wait, and then ing says? Waiting. Okay.
This. Waiting. Stop.
Okay, you track. You track.
Waiting is not easy.
Okay. Good job. It's a name, so
0.
very good. Yep.
0. Oh, he's looking at him.
No, but you see this little bubble? Who's it pointing at?
Oh.
So who said Gerald? Gerald is the elephant? Okay.
I have a surprise for you. Yay! No, what is it?
Let's stop for a second, please. Let's look at the punctuation. Okay, if we read,
Yay!
don't get super loud because they need to be able to read, okay? Okay, so yay! He's excited, right? That's what that exclamation point means. And then this means that it's a sentence, right? Do you need to take some time away in order to be able to do this the way you need to? Okay, then let's talk. Let's handle this like a big person, okay? So this means it's a question.
Yay! What is it?
That wasn't what we were working on, okay? Please put the book down so I can see too.
The surprise is a surprise. Oh. Is it big? Yes. Is it pretty? Yes. Can we share it? Yes.
You can whisper yell, that's fine. Oh, that's okay, break it down. It's a compound.
Can not. I cannot wait.
Very nice. You what?
You will have to wait.
You're adding. Stop. What's the last word in this sentence?
I said you will have to wait.
There's no wait. Read the words here. You
will have
to.
to.
Very nice. Emily, I need you to stop and take a deep breath and count to 10 for me, please.
I counted in my head.
But you're not under control yet. When we have a hard time controlling ourselves, it wastes my time and yours. Would you like me to move on to someone else? Okay. Then please act like you know you should, okay? You're right here. Okay.
Does he get to go again when he gets?
If you have a double, yes, you get to go again. Very good.
But I got that one and I did not.
You forgot to go again. Okay, well then this time around she may go twice, even if she doesn't have a double. Fair? Are you ready to work?
No. Just stop and not do anything.
Well, I'm sorry. That's what we're here for. Are you needing help with the word? Okay. What? AI says A. I make these.
What?
No, listen please. What? It is not. What? Listen. What? AI says A. So what? A.
Wait, what?
Wait. What? Sound it out, please.
What?
There's no what. And in this word, the Y says I. So what? I. So, wait. What?
Why?
Okay.
The surprise is not here.
Here, what's the last word?
The surprise is not here.
Here yet. I need you to finish, please.
So I will have to wait.
Finish out. Excuse you. So I will have to
Wait for it. Yes.
Is that your favorite noise?
Mm.
I need you to gather your attitude, ma'am. This isn't appropriate.
No, I was seeing it in the book.
You're saying it in the book? All right, I hope so. You're right.
Well,
You had it. Oh, well.
oh well. I don't know that word.
You do know this word.
If I have to wait, I will wait.
Okay.
I am waiting. Well,
Waiting.
waiting is not easy. Piggy, I doesn't listen.
Piggy, I.
Piggy, I.
Take a breath. You're fine. You're doing an awesome job. You're doing an
I'm
awesome.
not.
Yes, you are. You're fine. You're fine. Okay.
Oh.
Piggy, I want to see your surprise now.
Piggy, I want to see your silly one right
I need you to either read for me or I need you to take
now.
time
Piggy,
away.
I want to see your surprise now.
Very good.
How about if we have the 10 and we still can't find them?
Just a second. Wait for me just a second, okay?
I am sorry, Cheryl, but we must wait.
Okay, we are going to stop there. I need to rotate everyone. Oh, go ahead and make your favorite noise again. Okay, we are going to rotate. We're going to pause because I am going to bring you over. Emmy's going to go lay out her cards, okay?
I can't finish my book.
We will get it finished up later, okay? Are these the 10 that were by you?
No,
No.
I
Okay, so you're going to come take over
I
and like,
have
okay, so we have ones, excuse me. No, you can do, you're going to use Alex's 10, and then when Alex comes back, she'll do Ashton's 10. Okay, so Alex, come on over, please, ma'am. Quickly, quickly.
How many did you have, Alex?
It's okay, just use the ones that are out. Use the ones that are out. You're fine.
I'm supposed to have 10, and I don't start with this many.
Honey, you are taking over her dominoes. Can you do that, or do I need to give Ashton something else to do while you get yourself together? Just a minute, please. I need an answer, ma'am.
I guess no. Just stop.
Okay, Ashton, if she doesn't want to play right now, that is her choice. You can come do word clips.
No.
Unless you... Okay, then take a breath and play nicely with him. I'm not sure what's going on in your world today, but you need to get it together, please. You wasted my time, and now you're wasting your classmates' time. Okay.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Ted likes to shop. Ted stops to shop.
It's two different sentences, so Ted stops.
Ted hops.
Very good.
Ted smiles a big smile.
Very nice.
I like this bed. Thanks, Ted.
Good.
I like red wood. Red wood is good.
Very nice.
I want to see more.
Oh, it's a surprise book. Oh, nope, there's text there.
He goes into the store. I do not see that.
Start up here.
Ted,
Mm-mm.
tear,
Turn.
try
Mhm.
the red bed.
Mm-hmm.
Ted slips his feet under the sheet. He flops on the pillow. The pillow is yellow.
Very nice. Oh no! Okay, well, let's see what happens up to then. You guys doing okay?
I need this bed, Fred. Ted, it is a nice price.
Very nice. Says I.
Miles, Fred.
Very nice.
Now it's Ted's bed, not Fred.
Now it's Ted's bed, not Fred's bed.
Now it's Ted's bed, not Fred's bed.
Very nice. Oops.
Ted feels sleepy. Ted falls asleep.
Wait, now what's the problem with this? Where's he asleep at?
In the bed.
In the bed, in the...
Shop.
He's still in the store. Silly Ted.
Somebody's going by him.
Oh, you think so? All right, let's keep going and find out.
Ted has a dream. He bobs down a storm stairs.
E says E.
Stream. Ted has a dream. He bounds
Same word as start.
bobs on a wave
Very nice.
into a curve.
Is there an R here?
A cave.
Very good. Oh my goodness, are they going to move the bed with him on it?
Yes, he's right there.
Very funny. Okay, let's keep going.
Cat using pig might is taking the bed.
Keep going so that we can get it finished.
Ted has a dream. He can feel in the
Does that make sense?
fly in
There
the
you go.
sky. Ted has a dream. He is back by the store. Back
Very good. So now where does he think he is? Up to here. Okay. Where does he think he is now? By the,
on the ground by the
what do they call it?
stream.
Very nice. Okay. Okay.
That is cat and dog's house.
Are there cat and dog books? Are there? They look the same. Okay, keep going.
Ted wakes up with a
Have you ever done that? Have you ever fallen asleep and then snored really loud and woke yourself up? Yeah, it's kind of what he just did. Or have the and then wake up. Have you ever done that?
That's what I do when I wake up. Sometimes I fall asleep and it's kind of moving. Sometimes I feel like I'm going full off, roll off, or fall off.
Yep, same idea. He startled himself awake. All right, keep reading.
He,
He's. It's a hyphenated word, so it stands for he is. So it's he's.
not in the store anymore.
Very good.
Ted is home. His bed is home too.
In the middle of his living room.
Nobody I was going to get. His room is actually a mess.
Kind of. Keep reading.
This red bed must be I magic red bed.
How does he think he got home?
He thinks it floated home and
thinks
he
magic.
it flied home.
What would you think if you fell asleep in a store, in a bed in a store, and suddenly you woke up and you were home in the same bed?
I will feel like some ghost took me home.
Oh, you would think a ghost. Oh my. All right, we're gonna go ahead and rotate, guys. You're gonna go take Ashton's dominoes. Ashton, do you want to read Redfish, Two Fish? Why don't you grab it? You may. Grab it from the end of the table, please, sir. That's fine. Okay, and you know what? Let's grab the other one too, because I want to talk about it. Grab the other one and bring it here. It's at the end of the table where you sat it. Yeah.
Let's see.
No, we're going to talk about it. Okay. As you look through this, our 5-finger rule means that you have to have either 2 or 3 words on that page that you don't know. Okay?
Alex, I gotta go again.
Left.
But I said go ahead. One. I said go ahead. Bow.
Day.
Day.
Packed. Okay, so that's 3. Stop. In the first 2 lines, we've hit 3, right? And that's as many as you can have. If you've got 3 in the first 2 lines, odds are, is it a right fit book for you? No. Okay? If you wanted to pick it out and read it with your sister later, or one of your brothers, or even with your mom later, that's fine. But when you're checking out here on program with me, you tell me what kind of books I need you to be checking out. You tell me what kind. Right fit books. Books that are right for Ashton to read all by herself, right? Okay, so is this a right fit book for Ashton? Keep going, girl. Keep going.
I can't find one.
Okay, so I want you to do the same thing. Just a second, sweetie. I want you to do the same thing. Open up this book and start reading through it and see if there are any in there. How many in there you have a hard time with? Come on over. Okay, so let's look. Excuse you. I'm sorry. I was just trying to redirect you. I didn't mean to offend you. Okay, so let's look. We're looking at there, under, Mirage. See? You got it.
I can't go again.
Okay, you just gotta look, okay?
This one has a little part. Oh, again. Now I'm looking.
Mhm.
A fish. Remember, if you can also find them in this tab.
There.
There.
There are. Okay, so you know what this tells me? And two that you need help with. So, are we good? Okay, is this a right fit book for Ashton? Absolutely. Okay, we have looked at these. We have looked at some of these Mo Williams books. All right, these are the kind of books that are gonna get you to the point where you can read books like this on your own. All right. All right. So go ahead and read and keep reading for me, buddy.
Did you get another one?
One word at a time. And track with your finger. There you go. Good job.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Some.
Some are. How do you go? Red.
Where are you tracking? Okay, maybe right here.
Red. And some are blue.
Very good.
Some are old. And some are blue.
Very nice.
I don't see.
Girls, I hope you're using your time. You got dominoes.
Are bad. Some are.
What's this first word?
And some are bad.
Very nice.
And some are very, very bad.
Very good.
What?
Why?
Why aren't they sad and glad? And
Does it need to be thrown away? I don't want to see it.
I do not.
Are you working? I do not. You know what? This is the four-letter no. You see that word in there? What's this word? No. Okay, this is the four-letter no. No, just no. The
No.
K is silent. I do not know.
Good.
Okay,
Go.
good job.
Ask. More. Bad.
Very nice.
Some are.
Mm-hmm.
Thin.
Thin. Very good.
And some are flat. The fat one has a yellow hat.
Very good. There.
There to here.
You play. Turn around. You need to be playing. From there to here. From
From here to there.
funny.
Funny things.
Sit down, please. Or stand on the floor. Either's fine. Okay, let's break it down. It's a compound, so I think you got every.
Where?
Everywhere. Okay, so stop for a second. From there to here, from here to there. Funny things are everywhere. Very good. Good inflection.
Here are
are some, you need to track, please. WH says who? Mm-hmm. No, you're just plugging in words. Here are some who
Like to run. They run for fun.
Good.
In the hot, hot sun.
Very good. Track, please. O.
Oh, me, oh, me. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me, oh, me. What a lot of fun.
Funny.
Funny things go by.
Very good. Girls, I'm hearing very little working and very few sight words being said. And lots of giggles. Please be playing your game.
Some have 2 feet and some have 4 feet.
Is there feet at the end?
4.
Okay.
Some have 6 feet and some have more.
Very good. Okay. Go ahead and read that page and then I'm going to stop you.
Where
All right.
where
Uh-huh.
do they come from? I can't say, but I bet
Good.
where
The,
they
they.
have come. A long way.
Okay. Where do they come from? I can't say, but I bet they have come a long, long way. Okay, see? All right. This is still a fun book, right? And you like this book. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? All right. Because finding books that you really like, that you can read is really, really important, okay? So keep with ones you know you can read, okay? You don't have to push that level. That level's going to push itself because you have made it so far just this summer, okay? You've gotten really good. Thank you. All right, guys. Oh, do you know where your bookmark is?
Oh my God.
You didn't have it with you today. Where's your bookmark?
You can actually get one out of paper.
Okay, we can do that. Do you need to borrow one? Okay. All right.
Because
So-
I make drawing bookmarks at home. I need a whole bunch of them.
Here's your bookmark. All right, guys. We are going to go ahead and who won? Who has the least left?
Mine!
Emmy was down to 1.
Mommy, I blew a bubble this big.
Okay, but that's not what we're doing. Right? We were playing sideward dominoes, right? It looks like you did an awesome job, though. Go ahead and put it with your other stuff, Ashley. We're going to go ahead and clean these up. All right? I've got a bag for them.
How about those paper clips?
No, I was just getting those out because I thought maybe we needed something else. Trash, please. Gum doesn't come out of our mouths, I'm sorry. You'll get to pick out the prize bag here in a few minutes, and you can always choose to pick a new piece, but... All right, so I'm going to put these on away. You need to go ahead and put up your behavior stickers. If I can remember where we didn't get them done last time, and so I got you caught up. Oops, that's not...
Prizes? Are we going to put one more sticker up?
Hold on.
I have 11 days.
I know, I have stickers in here. There they are. Okay,
I have 6
So.
days.
you may each put up a behavior sticker and an attendance sticker. And then I need you to quickly get sat down because I want to finish reading Trouble with Chickens. But you gotta have a seat first.
I got,
Alex, not time for it. Go on, go sit down.
I got 12.
Quickly, get one up.
I got 12 of this.
Because I want to get Trouble with Chickens finished today.
Oh, Alex.
Go.
I will.
Did you, is that your name?
Wait, I did not get to do that. I want pink.
I'll put up attendance really quick.
I want pink.
You got pink. Go find a seat for me.
Oh.
Down the line. All right. Have a seat somewhere, as long as you can sit quietly. All right, let's see if we can get Trouble with Chickens finished. I am going to check. Mom ought to be here soon. Okay. All right, chapter 20. Okay. Put it down, please. It's not appropriate. Chapter 20, RHBWR. Remember, that was their plan. That was, okay. Tell me everything you know now, I said, when Sugar came to. Sugar spilled her guts for real this time. There was still one step left in Vince's plan. As soon as it was dark, as soon as it was dark, they had to help him get his funnel off. Why are they going to need to get the funnel off of him?
I think you're too dumb.
But the dog walker's coming to take one of them to the vet. Which dog do you think that they're going to take to the vet?
The one in the cage.
The one in the cage, and he's going to have what on? Because
Earpiece.
he's going to have the funnel on so that he can't mess with his ears, right? That's what keeps him from messing with them, okay? All right, so they have to get the funnel off of Vince and onto JJ, right? Okay. Vince says when we're done, everyone will know that you're a dupe and he is a dirty double-crosser. She added, do you have any idea what that means? I asked, exasperated. None whatsoever, she said. It means Vince is a liar and you're in serious trouble. It was Dirt. Where have you been? I asked. Under the couch, Dirt answered. Doing what? I asked her. RHBRWing. She said. Stop mumbling, I said. Dirt rolled her eyes. Oh, I got it, I said. Mush's voice arrived in the kitchen before she did. I'm not leaving here without Sugar, so let her go, JJ. She can't help you, she said. She stopped, dead in her tracks. Dirt, where have you been? Under the couch, she said. Doing what? Her mother demanded. RHBWR, she answered. Stop mumbling, said Mush. Dirt let out a heavy sigh. Never mind, we're leaving, said Mush. I'm sorry for all the trouble, JJ, but I'm getting my family out of here. Where are Poppy and Sweetie? Asked Sugar. She sounded worried. I sent them to wake Vince up so that we can take his funnel off and get out of here, said Mush. Dirt was through the door before Mush could even finish her sentence. Sugar made that funny sound again, like she was going to pass out. This time, I caught her before she fell over. Mush, that funnel is the only thing between Vince and your chicks. I am so sorry, guys. That funnel is the only thing between you and your chicks. Once that thing is off, you're doomed. All of you. Mush ignored me. I won't be tricked again, she said. We're leaving. Mush, you're not listening. I was getting pretty agitated. Vince is not going to let you go. I shoved Sugar through the bars. Thank you.
Did I miss any pictures?
No. I shoved Sugar through the bars to let Mush know that I was serious. Dirt was back in a flash with Poppy and Sweetie behind her. "Mom, the doggy door is locked. We can't get out." Mush looked scared. "I can take him," she squawked. "No, you can't," I said. Dirt took a good look around the kitchen, the note on the fridge, the lock on the cage, the recycling bin full of bottles. "I have a plan," she said. Then she grabbed a piece of pencil and a paper and drew her own diagram. This is their plan. See it? All right. Chapter 21, Rescue. The sun had set and the kitchen was beginning to get dark. The fireworks had begun. They shed just enough light for us to make out our own shadows. Unlocking the bolt was easy for Mush. All it took was some jerky movements of her head with her beak in order to loop off the bolt. I have to admit, she's pretty handy with that sharp beak of hers. I had Poppy, Sweetie, and Dirt in the cage. Poppy, that's the other chicken's name, with me. But we could barely see one another. I knew that they were counting on me, but it suddenly hit me that I was counting on them too, and it wasn't such a great feeling. All kinds of things can affect the outcome of a rescue. Timing, weather, terrain, fatigue, and sometimes just dumb luck. That rarely happens with people. I had no idea what the odds were with the chickens. Vince arrived right on time. About 2 feet in front of the crate, Mush stopped him in his tracks. "I'll take off the funnel. I've got the sharpest beak," she said. Her voice shook a little, but Vince didn't seem to notice. Who are they rescuing?
Yeah.
They're rescuing JJ. So have the chickens flip-flopped back? Yeah, because they finally figured out that Vince is going to do what to them? He's going to eat them. "Fine by me," said Vince. Mush had to act fast now. If she hesitated, then we were lost. I had a new appreciation for the pajama guy in the snowy cave, the lost skier in the Alps, and the victims waiting under the piles of debris. My heartbeat always pounded with excitement as the rescue got closer. Theirs was always pounding with fear. It was not the same feeling. I liked the rescue beat much, much better. "This is harder than it looks," said Mush, buying herself some time as she worked furiously on Vince's collar instead of the funnel. "Hurry up!" Vince growled. I said nothing, but silently I seconded the motion. He sounded like he meant business. Mush stood her ground and just kept pecking. "Lower your head," she told him. Carefully, Mush clipped the infrared tag off of Vince's collar and held it in her beak. She dropped it on the floor quickly and kicked it to Mush. "Wait for it," I told myself. My heart was pounding. Vince caught the glimpse of Sugar running towards the crate with the tag. "Wait for it," I told myself. I held my breath while Sugar was running back towards the cage. Dirt, Poppy, and Sweetie ran out the back of the crate between the bars. Now, I threw open the unlocked cage door and made it through with just enough room for Vince. Vince came down hard on his front paws and slid in, head first. It wasn't the linoleum that did him in, it was the empty plastic bottles. Just one more reason to recycle. Gingerly, I stepped back over his big paws and out the door. Dirt did the honors of slamming the door closed. Mush slid the lock back into place, and Vince was inside the cage. I was outside the cage, just the way I liked it. "Great plan," I said to Dirt. "Great teacher," she replied. My heart was still pounding, but it was the rescue beat now. Chapter 22. Oh yeah, we can finish. Inside out. There was still something I didn't understand. I turned to Vince. "Why did you chase me away from here the first time?" What about that wrestling match with the doggy door?" "Big search and rescue hero," he snarled. "Dogs like you are easy to read. If you didn't think that the chicks were in danger, then there wouldn't be any rescue, would there?" He had a good point. Poppy and Sweetie were next. "And you've been watching TV for 2 days?" "We came for the TV. We stayed for the book," said Sweetie. I couldn't argue with that. The fireworks were over and it was time to go. Those little chicks were still in a heap of trouble with their mom, but at least my trouble was over. "What's wrong with you anyway?" I asked. I asked Vince. "What do you mean?" "The giant funnel. I have a chronic ear infection." I changed the subject. Why did you let sugar in here in the first place? I can't reach my ears. Sorry. She scratches my ears with her beak. I tried not to laugh. I still had something on my mind. How do you know that Sugar wrote the notes? I asked Mush. She took a deep breath and was back in my good graces and wanted to stay there. Call it a mother's instinct, she said. You could have told me, I answered. You could have walked away, she replied. Very true, I said. I was just a worried mom looking for my kids. I did what I had to do. She was looking me in the eye. Her left foot was perfectly still. All right, Mush, you and me are square. I thought she smiled, but then again, it's really hard to tell with a beak. Chapter 23, Reward. What about that cheeseburger, I said to Mush. There's no cheeseburger, she said. But you knew that. I guess I did, I replied. Mush headed back to the living room and hopped up on the couch. Please either have a seat or leave the chair alone. I watched as Sugar waited a beat and then did the same. The rest of the brood followed. They were finally all together. But there was a huge spot between Mush and Sugar. It still didn't make any sense. That must be one big chicken you're missing. Mush looked right at me. Sugar motioned for me with her tiny little wing. The spot in between Mush and Sugar was just my size. It did look pretty comfy up there. I jumped up on the couch. Mush, me, Sugar, Poppy, Sweetie, Dirt. Sometimes you find yourself exactly where you belong. Epilogue means after the story, okay? So the story's over, but Vince the funnel got his ear tubes as planned and came back with an even bigger funnel wrapped around his head. Occasionally we would hear a crash coming from the house, and we knew he still hadn't quite adjusted to it. I had to give Vince credit though. He knew exactly how to push my buttons. Smart guy. I can't stand him, but he's still a smart guy. Sugar's teaching the rest of the family to read. We helped ourselves to a few books before we left the house that night. Barb didn't seem to have noticed. Sometimes when the chicks gather in the doghouse, I entertain them with tales of rescues from my glory days. It was Dirt who asked me why my rescue days were over. She always catches me off guard, that one. I wasn't ready to tell her that story yet, but sooner or later, I'll tell. And if Sugar has her way, and she usually does, I guess it'll be sooner, not later, because Sugar, well, that chick will sure go a long way out of her way for a good story. What'd you guys think?
I liked it.
You liked it? Did it
No.
end the way you thought it was going to end? No.
Yes, it did.
It did? Emmy thought it was going to end that way?
No, I did. I liked the story, but I just like the four little chicks.
The four little chicks are cute. Okay, you may each come get your prize. Next time we are going to start Roald Dahl and the BFG. You guys have heard a lot about the BFG here lately because it just came out as a movie. Okay? All right. Thank you guys. Pick your seats.